No one is coming to save you. No one is coming. Not later. Not when you are ready. Not when things get worse. No one is coming. And you already know that. You just don't want to accept it. Because accepting it changes everything. It removes the waiting. It removes the excuse. It removes the idea that something is going to happen that will fix everything. Because it is not. There is no moment coming where everything suddenly makes sense. There is no person coming to push you, save you, or carry you. There is no opportunity that will replace your lack of action. There is no shortcut that removes the work. And deep down, you know that. But you keep waiting anyway. You wait for motivation. You wait for clarity. You wait for the right time. You wait to feel ready. And while you wait, nothing changes. That is the pattern. Waiting. Not acting, not moving, not building, just waiting. And waiting feels productive. It feels like you are close. It feels like something is about to happen. But it is not. Because waiting is not progress. It is delay. And delay is how you stay the same. You tell yourself, I just need more time. I am figuring it out. I will start soon. But you have been saying that over and over again, and nothing has changed. That is how you know. Not by what you say, by what happens, or what does not. And right now, nothing is changing because you are still waiting. The illusion you keep alive. You have built an illusion, an idea that something external is going to change your life. A moment, a person, an opportunity, something. And as long as you believe that, you don't have to act because you can wait, you can delay, you can stay where you are and still believe something will change. That is why the illusion is dangerous, because it keeps you comfortable, it keeps you passive, it keeps you in the same position without feeling stuck. But you are not moving, you are waiting. And waiting, my friends, does not build anything. It does not create progress. It doesn't change your life. It just passes time. And time does not come back. The moment you keep missing, there is a moment you keep missing. It happens every day when you know what you should do and you don't do it. That moment is where everything changes. Not in your plans, not in your thoughts, in that moment where you either act or you don't. And most of the time, you don't. You wait, you delay, you tell yourself, I will do it later, but later never comes. Because later is just another version of waiting. And waiting is what's keeping you where you are. The truth, no one is coming. Not to push you, not to save you, not to fix your situation, not to change your life. That responsibility is yours. Always has been, and until you accept that, you will keep waiting. And while you wait, your life stays the same. You are waiting for something that does not exist. You are waiting, not just for time to pass. You are waiting for something to happen, something to change, something to show up. And you don't say it directly, but it is there in the way you think, in the way you delay, in the way you move through your day. You are waiting for a moment where everything feels clear, where everything feels aligned, where you finally feel ready, and then you will start. That moment does not exist. It never has. It is something you created to justify waiting. Because as long as that moment exists in your mind, you don't have to act. You can delay. You can stay where you are. You can keep telling yourself, I am close. I just need a little more time. I am almost there, but you are not. You are just waiting. False hope. You've built a version of hope that keeps you stuck. Not real hope, false hope. Hope that something external will change your situation. Hope that something will click. Hope that something will show up. Hope that something will make it easier. And as long as you believe that, you don't have to move because you are expecting something. You are waiting for something. You are holding on to something that does not exist because nothing is coming to make this easier. Nothing is coming to make this clear. Nothing is coming to remove the work. And once you accept that, you lose the ability to wait. You lose the excuse. You lose the delay. And that is uncomfortable because now you have to act without feeling ready, without everything being perfect, without waiting for a sign. That is what you have been avoiding. You keep pushing it forward. Every time you say, I will start tomorrow, you push your life forward. Every time you say, I just need more time, you push your life forward. Every time you say, I'm not ready yet, you push your life forward. You realize something. You've been pushing everything forward for a long time. Days, weeks, months, years, decades, and nothing changed because pushing it forward is the same as not doing it. There is no difference. Delay is not progress. Waiting is not movement. Thinking about it is not doing it. And your life only changes through action, not intention. The real reason you wait. You don't wait because you need more time. You wait because acting requires something from you. It requires effort. It requires discipline. It requires you to step into something uncomfortable. And instead of doing that, you wait. Because waiting feels easier. Waiting feels safer. Waiting does not expose you. Waiting does not force you to fail. So you stay there in a state that feels like movement, but it isn't. That is the trap. You feel like you are doing something when you are actually doing nothing. And that is why time passes without change. Nothing is coming. There is no perfect moment. There is no perfect time. There is no moment where everything lines up. There is no version of your life where this becomes easy. There is only one thing, action without waiting, without delay, without excuse. And until you accept that, you will keep doing the same thing, waiting, hoping, delaying, while your life stays exactly where it is. The cost of waiting. Waiting feels harmless. That is why you keep doing it. It does not feel like failure. It feels like you are close, like something is about to happen, like you are almost there, but nothing is happening. That is the truth. Waiting does not move your life. It just moves time, and time is not something you get back. Every day you wait, you lose something, not loudly, not all at once, but it is happening. You lose momentum, you lose focus, you lose urgency, you lose opportunities you don't even see. And because you don't see it, you don't respect it. So you keep waiting. Time is not pausing. Time is not waiting for you. It is moving every day, whether you act or not. And while you stay in the same place, time keeps going. That is how people fall behind. Not because they could not move, because they didn't. They waited, they delayed, they told themselves, I still have time. But time is not something you have. It is something you use or waste, and most of it is gone before you realize it. The years you don't notice. This does not cost you a day, it costs you years, because waiting is not a one-time decision. It is a pattern. You wait today, you wait tomorrow, you wait next week, and suddenly time has passed. A lot of it, and nothing changed. That is the part that hits. Not failure, time. Time that moved. while you stayed the same. Time you thought you had. Time you planned to use later, but later never came. Because later is just another version of waiting. The version of you that does not exist. There's a version of you you thought about. A version that is focused, disciplined, consistent, serious. You have imagined that version. You have seen it. You have felt it, but you are not living it. And the reason is simple. That version does not wait. That version acts. That version does what is required, without delay, without negotiation, without excuse. And every time you wait, you move further away from that, because you are reinforcing something else, a different identity, an identity that delays, an identity that avoids, an identity that waits. And that identity cannot build the life you want. The moment you will feel it, there will be a moment, not today, not tomorrow, but eventually, where you feel it, where you look at your life and realize something. You didn't move, not enough, not consistently, not seriously, and that realization is heavy, because you'll know you had time. You'll know you could have done more. You'll know you chose not to. That's the cost, not failure, regret. The truth you can't escape. Waiting feels safe, but it is not. It's costing you everything, slowly, quietly, without you noticing, until it's too late to get that time back. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to change, because now you are not just changing behavior, you are trying to reverse time, and you can't. So the only thing left is now, and what you do with it. This is on you. This is on you, my friends. Not your situation, not your timing, not other people. You. And that is what you have been avoiding. Because as long as it's not on you, you don't have to change. You can explain it. You can justify it. You can point somewhere else. But once you accept it, everything changes. Because now there is no excuse left. No one to blame, no reason to wait. Just action or inaction. And that's it. That's the whole system. You either do what is required or you don't. And right now, you don't. Not consistently, not seriously, not at the level you claim. That is the truth. Not comfortable, but accurate. Stop hiding. You've been hiding. Not from other people, from yourself. Hiding in excuses, hiding in wait, hiding in I will start later. But later never comes, because later is where you hide. It's where you avoid responsibility. It's where you delay action. It's where nothing changes, and you know that. You have seen it. You have repeated it over and over again. That is not confusion. That is avoidance. And the longer you do it, the more normal it becomes, until you don't even question it. You just live it. Your life is evidence. Look at your life. Not what you say, not what you plan, what exists. That's your evidence, your habits, your results, your consistency. That is the truth, and it's telling you something. It's showing you exactly how you operate, exactly what you prioritize, exactly what you avoid. And if you don't like what you see, there's only one reason. You are not doing what's required. Not consistently, not seriously. That's it. No mystery, no confusion, just behavior. Repeated. You know what to do. You don't need more information. You already know. That's what makes this different. This is not about learning something. This is about doing something you already understand. You know what matters. You know what you are avoiding. You know what you should be doing, and you are not doing it. That's the gap. Not knowledge, execution. And that gap is your responsibility. Stop waiting. There is nothing coming. No moment, no person, no situation that changes this for you. You either act or you don't. You either move or you stay where you are. There is no in between, no middle ground, no later, just action or delay. And delay is what you have been choosing. Own it. So own it. Stop pretending. Stop explaining. Stop softening it. Say it clearly. I am choosing this because that is the truth. You are choosing your current life through your actions, through your delays, through what you repeat. And once you accept that, you have a real choice. Continue or change. But you don't get to pretend anymore. You don't get to say, I don't know. You don't get to say, I'm trying. You don't get to say, I just need more time. Because now you see it clearly. And once you see it, you are responsible for it. This is the moment you stop waiting. This is it. Not later, not tomorrow. Now, this is the moment you stop waiting. Because if you don't stop here, you won't stop. That is the pattern. You have seen it. You have lived it. You say, I will start tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes next year. And nothing changes. That is how it works. Not dramatically, quietly. Through repetition, through delay, through waiting. And the longer you stay in that pattern, the harder it becomes to break. Because now, it's not just behavior. It's identity. You become someone who waits. Someone who delays. Someone who says they will, but does not. And that identity controls everything. Your actions, your standards, your life. That's what you are fighting. Not your situation, yourself. And that fight does not happen later. It happens now. In this moment. What you do next. What you do next matters more than anything you have heard. Because hearing this does nothing. Understanding this does nothing. Agreeing with this does nothing. Only action matters. Only behavior matters. Only what you do after this ends. That's your life. Not your thoughts. Not your intentions. Your actions. Repeated. So what happens next? Do you go back? Back to the same habits? Back to the same delays? Back to the same excuses? Or do you change something immediately? Not perfectly, but differently. Because that is all it takes. A different action. Repeated. That is how everything shifts. No more later. There is no later. There is no perfect time. There is no moment where this becomes easy. There is only now. And what you do with it. Because every time you say later, you are choosing the same life. Every time you delay, you are reinforcing the same pattern. Every time you wait, you are staying where you are. That's the truth. Simple, uncomfortable, but real. This builds your life. Your life is not built in big moments. It's built here, in small decisions, repeated. You either act or you don't. You either move or you stay the same. And those decisions, they stack. They build something every day, without exception. So if you walk away from this and do nothing, you are building the same life, again and again and again, until it becomes permanent. Say it clearly. No excuses, no explanation. I am choosing this because you are. You are choosing your habits. You are choosing your delays. You are choosing your results through what you do or what you don't. And once you accept that, you have power, real power, because now you can choose differently, but only if you act. Decide. So decide. Not what you want, not what sounds good, what you will do right now, because this moment is not small. It is everything. It's where your life changes or stays the same. And you already know which one you have been choosing. So choose again or don't. But understand this clearly. Whatever you do next, you are proving who you are. Not later, now. Thank you. God bless you. transforming people's lives. The Kingdom Sanctuary of Eden and Outreach Ministries, with our clothing bins all over, we're collecting clothes and shoes and giving it out to all in the communities, in the cities, and all over the world. Wherever there is a need, the Kingdom Sanctuary of Eden is there to fulfill it. Please continue all your donations, whether it be clothes, food, shoes, or monetary donations, so we can take care of God's people all over the world. The donation starts with you. Let's build the kingdom together.